Excellent. All right. Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. Yes, it's your good friend Possible here, and I'm flying solo right now as we get ready for the next batch of what's coming up this Friday. This Wednesday and every Wednesday, we talk about the up-and-coming movies and whether or not they should be worthy. We have a great batch coming up for you this week. Last week was a great batch also. They're really ending strong here in August. We have a few days left of summer. Unfortunately, we're almost through to the end. So let's see what we got. First off, Kick-Ass 2. You know, that one that's actually getting more publicity because one of their stars, Jim Carrey, does not want to promote it because it's too violent. Yes, it is very violent because, you know, that's what a sequel is really all about. You know, you start off with a basic premise, but then you try to accentuate the premise. And, you know, in Kick-Ass, they're really trying to give a commentary about what it means sometimes to be a superhero. You know, we always talk about it's what they stand for, it's about this, it's about that, but at the end of the day, it's whether or not that superhero can kick ass. So that's what we're here for. Kick-Ass 2 will bring back Hit Girl in her normal, you know, badass self, and Kick-Ass trying to be a badass. You know, it's so funny. This movie also comes with some controversy. If you ever read the comic book Kick-Ass 2, Balls to the Wall, then you'll know that they have a very controversial scene, specifically, I should say, a rape involving his girlfriend. It's questionable whether or not this is going to be in here. From what I'm hearing, the guy who plays Red Mist, he said that there would not be in there. However, you never know in these situations, you know? You never know what they're going to put in, what they're going to take out. That said, I give this movie a very strong see it to anybody who saw the first one, and for anybody who's, you know, this is their cup of tea. I say that very with reservation. I mean, let's face it, this has to be your kind of movie. You should have seen the first one. You should have an idea about what this is like, and you know, it's not going to be a PG, it's not going to be a PG-13. This is not Superman, Spider-Man, or Batman. This is Kick-Ass, so it's going to be a lot more graphic. I'm looking forward to Jim Carrey's role as Stars and Stripes, or Sergeant Stripes, or whoever he is. I've seen him in the preview. He looks hilarious. You know, it's too bad he didn't want to promote it, but you know what? That can happen sometimes. So I give it a see it. Next up, The Butler, with Forrest Whitaker, Oprah Winfrey, and a whole list of people. Imagine, you know, this is one of those awesome movies about one of the people you don't hear enough about, the people in the background. You know, we always know about the president. We know about the vice president. We know about the decision makers, but we don't hear about the guy in the background. And this was that guy for the longest time. As presidents came and went, he stayed with the White House. And, you know, being a butler, you know, this movie, seeing the previews to it, made me realize how important their role is. You know, a butler is always the, you know, shining symbol of their house. You know, they serve this house, but then they do it with dignity and respect. And many elements really grabbed me in the trailer for this one. For example, there's this one thing where he's a kid. He tried to steal from some guy, but he comes back to the guy. And the guy knows he stole from him, but he says, look, I'm here to help you. I know how to serve. And the guy becomes a butler, and he becomes such a great butler that the White House seeks him out. He's that good, you know? And it's a true story. So this is very cool. You got this guy, he's one of the best butlers in the world. He knows how to serve, and now he's serving for the White House. And, you know, with all that happens, he knows how to keep his mouth shut. He knows how to be invisible, but he also knows how to take care of the people. That said, one of the most powerful images I saw from the trailers was there was this moment where all the butlers, with him in the lead, all the butlers were walking out to these tables. You know, it was kind of like a march. And it was just such a powerful image to see these men representing such dignity and grace and, you know, strength that, you know, that represents the American people in some ways. You know, you never really think about that. But you gotta remember, if these guys ever did a horrible job, we would know about it. But the fact that they do such a great job, they do a great job, and they're invisible because of it, and that's a shame. So this is a first for me. This is a first for saying, wow, what are these people's lives really like? So I give it a see it. I give it one of the strongest see it's of this weekend. I definitely look forward to it. I definitely hope it's going to be worthy. That said, we've got the next biopic. First the Butler, now comes Jobs. Ashton Kutcher trying very hard to hopefully get back to where I always wanted him to be. You know, Ashton Kutcher, when he first started, okay, yes, he was in that '70s show. He did the stupid comedy. He was the dorky kid, but he was, very handsome. So he did the rom-coms. However, before those stupid rom-coms, there was the Butterfly Effect. Now, maybe the Butterfly Effect wasn't that great of a movie, but I'll tell you one thing. It was outside the box. And that was what made it so perfect. That there was a wonderful stretch of the imagination, of possibilities, of storyline. It was just crazy, but it was so outside the box. I don't think it was well received. I liked it. I never watched the sequels. That's why I still like it. That said, we now have Ashton Kutcher really taking on the most important role anyone could ever do. It's going to be a biopic of Steve Jobs. Or is it going to be an Apple commercial? Gosh, I hope not. It looks good. It looks inspiring. I mean, come on, this guy, one of the things a person has said, a great person, and this was Gary Keller, just so you know, he says success is sloppy. And this is what they're going to display here in the life of Steve Jobs, how his success was sloppy. Success is never easy. Being one of the best or being great isn't a question of providence or fate or luck of the draw. It's more about perseverance, determination, and the willingness to believe in something no one else wants to believe in. So that's why I'm looking forward to this. Ashton better not blow this, otherwise it's going to be the end of him. Trust me. This is a huge step. I mean, this guy just passed on. That's probably why they decided to make the biopic. They're like, hey, to be honest, a lot of people have made biopics. You go on Netflix, you go on IMDb, you'll see a lot of biopics on Steve Jobs. This is probably the biggest one, and I'm looking forward to it. So I'm giving it a see it. Early reviews are positive, and so I give this movie a see it. I think this is going to be a huge career booster, a game changer for Ashton Kutcher. I truly hope him all the best. He definitely, Butterfly Effect, he went outside the box. This time, it's a biopic. It's still inside the box, but you are taking such a risk when you portray someone else, a living person. It's different, I give it a see it. I hope it succeeds. Good luck to you, Ashton Kutcher. Next up, Paranoia. Oh my gosh, can we really survive a movie where Liam Hemsworth is in the whole thing? I really like the guy. He was one of the few people I really liked in Hunger Games. Maybe because we didn't get such a big close-up of him, but that's beyond the point. But he was only in it for 5 minutes? I liked him in The Expendables Part 2. They killed him off. But now he's going to have his own movie. So he's actually going to have to carry this whole movie. Kind of. He's got Harrison Ford. He's got Gary Oldman. He's got Amber Heard. Wow. Yes, okay. So the guy's got it all. I love the story here. You got this kid. He works for a company. They want him to go work for another company. And now, you know what? He's got this juggling match between these two guys. On the one hand, there's the good hand, there's the boss, there's the, the nurturer, but on the other hand, there's the game player, there's the deceiver, and he's got to go between these two. Apparently, from what I understand, he finds a way to change the game. He finds a way to get it over with. These kind of thrillers can really be horrible. Oh, they look good in the trailers, but they can really fall apart when you see them in theaters. Ooh, are they boring? Oh, are they stupid? And man, do they just make you angry. But this is Harrison Ford in it. This is Gary Oldman in it. And those are two guys who really know how to choose a movie. Do I give it a see it? I do! I give them all see it. I give this one a see it too. I'm looking forward to Paranoia because I think it's going to be good. I think the twist, and that's what it always comes down to. It always comes down to the twist. You get the story, okay? Yeah, he's on this side, now he's on that side, really doesn't want to be on either side, but he's got to find a way to stay alive because these corporate people, they kill people every day. Even I had to kill someone today. Hey, that's how it's done. It's business, right? I'm learning the game of my own. I didn't kill anybody. Relax. Anyway, I give it a see it. I am so looking forward to it. You'll see me at the theaters. I hope to see you at the theaters. Take it easy, guys.